Good evening, everyone. Your first forecast is brought to you by Stored at Home in Gina. Well, it looks like we can't escape the summer heat. It looks like it's going to be even warmer as we head into the weekend. On Friday, our high will be in the mid-90s, and then we'll be in the upper 90s as we head into the weekend. And the humidity will be on, and so those temperatures, especially if you're going to be standing in the sun, will feel like 105 to 110 degrees out there. And it looks like we will continue to see those warm conditions last through early next week. Maybe just a little bit of a cool down, though, as we head toward the middle of next week. We'll have more details on that on ABC 31 News.
Welcome to ABC 31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. After a notice was released a few months ago, today was the final day of operation for the downtown post office in the federal courthouse. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has our big story tonight.
Yes, I am very disappointed. I'm an everyday customer.
Pamela Lott has been using the downtown post office for 30 years.
It was convenient for me. It was smaller, and it was closer to my house. It's close to my job.
And today, she's one of many people turning in their keys and using the post office located in the federal courthouse for the last time.
We found out the reason it's closing is that the GSA evicted the post office because the federal courts and the Marshal Service said they needed more space. What was missed was an opportunity to sit down with the stakeholders, the underserved in South Alexandria, who use this as their bank and walk across the street and pay their bills, as well as the state and parish agencies a block away who have used this for years, the downtown professionals and businesses.
I work at the clerk's office, and we come over and bring our mail regularly, and it's unfortunate now that we're not going to do it.
For 80 years, the downtown post office served those who live around the South Alexandria area, bringing convenience and ease to those who use city transportation to get to the location, to check their mail, purchase money orders, and take a short walk a street over to pay bills.
I met a lot of good people, and I eat at the little restaurant down the street, and I meet a lot of people. They have the bank right here, so I walk by the bank and then I go to the church. And so it's convenient for me right now because I do not have a car. I ride the bus right now.
And the closing of this historic post office has residents asking, what's next?
I can't say too much, but Congressman Abraham, Senator Cassidy, and the mayor's staff and others are working very hard to have an alternative location for Postal Service.
It's an unfortunate day for many Alexandria residents. Although work is being done to find a downtown facility to continue at least limited postal services, only time will tell. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
State police have issued more information in connection with a pedestrian fatality Tuesday in Vernon Parish. The crash killed 31-year-old Cheryl Lewis Jr. of Leesville. Troopers say Lewis and another pedestrian were in the roadway at the time of the crash, picking up some wooden building materials. These are pictures released by the state police from that scene. That crash investigation is still active. Meanwhile, Monroe police are still looking for the fourth armed robbery suspect from an incident this week. He's Dintave Cartrell Alexis, a 24-year-old from New Iberia. Police say early Tuesday, he and three others robbed a convenience store and led police on a chase. The other suspects have not been captured. Alexis is considered armed and dangerous. Please call 911 if you do see him. There's a new place to store your stuff in Pineville. The Chamber of Commerce welcomed Prime Guard Self-Storage to Cenla earlier today. Prime Guard says it offers month-to-month contracts. You can go to primeguard.net for more information. Two area teens were appointed to the Legislative Youth Advisory Council. They're Laura Peters of Gina High and John Garrett Patrick of Concordia Parish Academy. The council facilitates communication between youth and lawmakers through study meetings and proposing legislation. Avoyelles Parish has some events planned for the month of June. Here are a few scheduled for the beginning of the month.
Every Saturday in the month of June, the first 4 Saturdays are Farmers Market in Marksville. Clint Black in concert at Paragon Casino Resort on June 2nd. Of course, the doors will open at 7. Showtime is at 8 o'clock. Louisiana Farm Festival also on June 1st and 2nd, and that's in Mooresville. You know, Mooresville is an agricultural town. That's where 4-H got its start in 1908. So a lot of opportunity there to recognize the farming industry. Tunica Biloxi Story Time, Soar High Like an Eagle, June 2nd, over the Tunica Biloxi Museum.
And for a complete list of events for the month of June, you can visit the Avoyelles Commission of Tourism website. Well, this afternoon, plenty of people got active as they competed in the Senior Olympic Games. Those 50 and over participated in a variety of athletic, recreational, and social activities, all of which are meant to promote wellness and an active lifestyle. Plants can be grown in different forms to meet certain needs. On this edition of Get It Growing, LSU Ag Center horticulturist Dan Gill introduces you to the benefits of using tree-form plants and how to care for them.
You know, when you think of a tree, what makes a plant look like a tree is a bare trunk and a gap between the ground and the leafy canopy up above. That shape says tree to us when we see it. Now, obviously, a rose bush and a hibiscus are not trees, but many different kinds of plants can be trained in what we call the tree form. And it's distinguished by this straight, bare trunk with a big ball of foliage and flowers at the top of it. You can see a rose that's been trained in a tree form. You can see a hibiscus that's been trained in a tree form as well. Again, this straight trunk with a ball of foliage on top. Now, taking care of these is not all that difficult. You can leave them in the containers, put them in decorative containers. These make great focal points in the landscape. Make sure you plant them in enough light. These plants love the sun, but pruning is of ultimate importance. If you just ignore these plants and let them grow, the tops will get way out of proportion with the trunk and the size of the plant. So be ruthless in your pruning. On a rose, every time it comes with a flush of flowers, this one's just coming into bloom with a flush of flowers, when these finish, prune the rose back about 1/4 to 1/3 to keep its size small. Hibiscuses are fast growing and they stay in bloom all the time, and you may actually have to cut this hibiscus back while it's in bloom. Don't worry. Once you cut it back, it will come back into bloom again. But you cannot let these tops get huge and out of hand, or you lose the beauty of the plant. So think about adding some of these tree-form plants in containers or in beds in your landscape. They're distinctive, they're beautiful, but pruning is a very important part of taking care of them. For Get It Growing, I'm Dan Gill with the LSU Ag Center.
And for more information on other lawn and garden topics, you can contact your parish's LSU Ag Center Extension Service Office or visit that website on your screen.
When temperatures rise, some don't always have the luxury of turning on a thermostat. That's why KLAX TV and area businesses have teamed up to form the Spring Fan Drive for the elderly. You can help by dropping off a fan at a location near you. Fans will be collected and distributed by each parish's Council on Aging provider. Remember, keeping cool isn't something that comes easy for everyone. Help us to bring some relief from the summer heat to those less fortunate.
Welcome back, everyone. And mostly sunny conditions tomorrow, and it's going to feel very summery, which means it's going to be hot and humid once again. And then this weekend, we're going to be close to records, so temperatures will be in the upper 90s. And with that humidity, it definitely will feel a lot warmer. Staying hot and sticky as we head into next week, but we do have rain chances. We'll talk about that in your 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit. But high temperatures today, 93 degrees in Alexandria. Yesterday, we were at 94 degrees, so we were just 1 degree cooler in Leesville, around 94 degrees, Natchez around 93 degrees as well. So temperatures well above normal, about 5 to 10 degrees above what we normally see for this time of year. And this is due to, of course, south winds just bringing all that heat across the area. We have a ridge of high pressure that is building into the region, and that's leaving us with dry conditions. And of course, with the sunshine, that helps to boost those temperatures, and so it was quite warm out there. But with the south winds, it's also bringing humidity, bringing that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico northward. And so our dew points right now, 71 degrees, so that's very steamy air, and we are going to see this stick around for at least over the weekend and into next week. It looks like this high pressure system that is centered over Texas will expand eastward, and so that is leaving us with dry conditions across the region, and we are going to see that as we head into the next couple of days, just because the high pressure system will just keep all the systems away. So we're going to see the rain just move up and over our area, just like what we're seeing today, well into Missouri and also into Kentucky, and not in our area. And as we head into tomorrow, hot temperatures once again, lots of sunshine, so more of the same, and it is the first day of meteorological summer season, and so we are expecting very summer-like conditions. Temperatures tonight around 73 degrees in Alexandria, Boise around 74, Otis around 74, mostly clear conditions. It will be humid out there. Sticky conditions tomorrow with highs just a little bit warmer than today. 95 degrees in Alexandria, 97 in Boise, 97 in Otis. Just a few clouds, but overall it will be a hot day, and from there we get even warmer. Lots of sunshine for your Saturday. Highs around 97 degrees, and then dropping down just a couple of degrees, but still well above normal. We're talking about nearly 10 degrees above normal, and we do have the possibility of a few thunderstorms though by the end of the weekend. And then as we head into early next week, we have more chances of rain on your Tuesday, and as a result, with those clouds and a little bit of rain, temperatures will be a little bit cooler, but still above normal. 91 degrees for the high on Tuesday, 92 on Wednesday, and we should be back into the mid to upper 90s as we head into the latter part of next week. Scott?
All right, thank you, Kim. Used to be that colon cancer screenings started when you were 50, but no more. Here's Stephanie Ramos.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths behind lung cancer. The current guidelines recommend that those at average risk for colon cancer have their first colonoscopy at the age of 50. That has worked well, with the risk of colon cancer in those over 65 now down by 1/3. The unexpected problem? Younger adults. From 1994 to 2014, the rate of new colon and rectal cancer increased by 51% in those under 55. Using a statistic-based model, researchers have determined the new ideal time to begin screening. It's a time that could add the most overall life years and use all available screening tests: colonoscopy, stool testing, and CT colonography. The models show that starting colonoscopies earlier at the age of 45 increased life years by 6.2% compared to beginning at 50 as we do now. The test should still be repeated every 10 years unless otherwise medically indicated. There were no other changes made to other screening tests. This new guideline could be as effective against colon cancer for the young as it was for those who are older. So if you're in your mid-40s, don't be alarmed if this is mentioned at your next doctor's visit. And if it isn't, bring it up yourself.
Walmart is offering employees a new perk: an inexpensive college education. Workers will have the chance to obtain a bachelor's degree in either business or supply chain management from one of 3 nonprofit universities: University of Florida, Brandman, or Bellevue. To attend, employees will pay $1 a day. Can't think of a Father's Day gift? Well, how about A1 steak sauce candles? The brand is offering meat-scented candles for the first time, and there are 3 scents to choose from: original, backyard barbecue, and classic burger. The candles cost $14.99 a pop and are available online at a1meatscents.com. The company says this gift will light up a room with the smell of the grilling season, and they pair well with dad jokes.
Bring the family to Alexandria City Water Park June 9th for the first annual Splash Day. We are bringing in the summer with games, jumpers, and lots of water fun. Come out and play at the Alexandria Zoo June 16th. Join in on the excitement of Zoo Day with free admission for a day filled with music, activities, animals, and fun. Fort Polk invites you to an evening of honor, gratitude, and rock and roll with the Lieutenant Dan Band. Let's have some fun and get ready to rock the house on June 9th. Enjoy an afternoon of golf for a good cause at Oak Wing Golf Club. Register your team and support the LSUA Alumni and Friends Association Scramble for Scholarships. For more community events, visit us on Facebook or at KLAXTV.com.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nick Frank. For the first time in 13 years, the NSU baseball team will continue play past the Southland Conference Tournament. The Demons will be playing Oregon State in their first regional since 2005, and Coach Barbier is excited for his team to have a shot at playing some higher-level competition.
After doing some research on them and the other teams in the regional, we're excited to get up there and play, get a new, different brand of baseball, like we talked about before, in a different setting under a different circumstance. You know, but hopefully that won't affect the way we play a little.
Now, the big man who helped the Demons get to the regionals was infielder David Fry. Today, the senior was named a third-team All-American by Collegiate Baseball. Fry hit .336 with 26 doubles, 12 home runs, and 55 RBIs. As the Demons capture their first conference tournament title, the Demons will play Oregon State tomorrow night at 9.
We're out of time. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
It's the summer of me.
Like summer vacation.
Cool off with all your MeTV favorites.
We're just gonna have oodles of fun this summer.
Plus Charlie's Angels. And the Jeffersons have joined the MeTV lineup.
Oh, isn't it wonderful here?
Spend your summer with me.
The summer of me.
The summer of me. MeTV.
MeTV has all your favorite classic shows in one place. MeTV Alexandria. Good morning, Central Louisiana.
Good morning, America.
Look for your local weather updates during GMA. Brought to you by LSUA. Find your way to A.